I really enjoy animation, and since the Animatrix came out after the first Matrix movie, I was intrigued by edgy, more realistic type of animation, addressing topics that are important to me in terms of life, death, mental capacity, the human spirit, and so Love, Death, and Robots. It's an amazing series on Netflix with its second season that you definitely need to check out. And of course, I'm going to talk about it.
Oh, I'll make space.
Brought to you by Tim Miller, the creator that organized all of the shorts to happen. You know, this guy is responsible for Deadpool, although he also produced Terminator Dark Fate. But I feel this collection of animated shorts is just outstanding. 18 in the first season, 8 in the second. They address different topics and genres, from comedy to horror and everything in between. There's a lot of sci-fi, futuristic as well as space related. There's shorts that are just a small story that it's very self-contained, and others that really leave you in awe, thinking about who the hell you are and why do you exist. And that is why Love, Death, and Robots is so well done. It's animation for adults, but they take on topics that you wouldn't see done in something released in the movie theater, and you couldn't release this type of animation knowing that a lot of kids are going to watch it because there's a lot of adult topics. Obviously love, there is some sex scenes, but also there's a lot of gore, death, and true horror. But the different style of animations, the amazing hyper-realistic animations that sometimes make you think, is this an animation or this is the actual real-life capture? The techniques used by these studios just blew my mind, but also bring a very interesting question which you should be concerned about.
Milius, Lola, let's bring him down.
You got it,
Me
boss.
comprendo big time heavy.
If animated shorts, 10-15 minutes, from smaller animation studios can deliver this quality of animation, why can't big studios add that quality of animation to their feature films that they are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars on? I understand there's always the constraint of time where you're delivered, the actual footage and then you need to add the special effects. But there are films out there that have been in post-production for 6 months, a year, to do sequences of 20, 30 seconds that end up having very subpar quality when you compare them to the amazing animation that you see in these very unique shorts. And I gotta be honest, there's some that, aside from the fact that they really challenge your ability to discern between animation and actual footage, there's some that are very stylized and funny cartoon styles that you also would love to see expanded into an actual feature. And I wonder if there's a quality check in a certain point where the producers and the directors just say, you know what, this is passable, this is good enough. This will flash in front of the audience for 2-3 minutes and this will do. It surprises me that smaller studios can deliver this quality without spending that huge amount of money that we have huge studios spending on their side of VFX and animation. It is also a little bit upsetting because there's amazing movies that have been underserviced by very subpar visual effects. So that is a question I want you to think about. Is it worth it to invest a tiny bit more time and money in 20 or 30 second animation that will make your amazing movie really stand out? And this is where I'm super excited to see what Dune will look like, because I know that movie is probably effects heavy, and I know they had plenty of time to work on the special effects. So it is a challenge to see if it will match my extremely high expectations and it will kickstart a franchise that everybody's hoping that this will be. So Love, Death, and Robots addresses subjects that are very challenging and actually not easy to address in a proper way, and they managed to do it in 15-minute stops. I was overwhelmed by how well those stories are written and how well the storytelling is executed. Because, man, I have seen a lot of stuff. In fact, the reviews I do is mostly about stuff that I love. I review things that I have positive things to say about, but that is probably 15 or 20% of stuff I actually watch. The stuff I don't enjoy, the stuff that I am not passionate about, or that I don't have something solid or good to say about, I don't talk about. Love, Death, and Robots, 95% of the shorts is extremely good, and the other 5 is very good. So the fact that there are studios with such powerful storytelling, such amazing creators that have so many good stories to tell, I'm hoping that people will realize that this is worth investing in, because these are stories that to the core are human stories, despite the fact that sometimes they address very crazy, not human topics. But, love, death is something that hopefully we all experience, and we know we all will experience death. The part of Robots that's interesting, we always have this love-hate relationship with technology, where from one side we're thinking, well, technology will destroy us, or, well, technology will save us. And the way these shorts address technology, especially robotics, artificial intelligence, and artificial life, it's very unique, refreshing, and engaging. It makes you think about what technology can do and whether technology will be here to actually serve humans, or it will drift on its own and serve itself. And that is something very compelling to think about. And it's explored with powerful stories that, again, they're so short that you wish you could see expanded to a feature film.
I fear this will not end happily for me.
Love, Death, and Robots will make you laugh, cry, sometimes cringe, and sometimes be extremely afraid. It is an incredible compilation of animated shorts. Some are extremely realistic and some are stylized cartoons. Tim Miller impresses the kind of talent he is able to bring to the Netflix screen and hopefully to your home, and it is worth your time. Some of these stories are okay for children, but mostly it is adult-geared animation, and I suggest you watch it in the evening because the quality shines through having everything else darkened, just like you would watch them in a movie theater. I wonder, what is your favorite animation and why? It doesn't need to be new. And to be honest, I love Hayao Miyazaki stuff, but that cell animation, this is hyper-realistic, cool stuff, and I wonder if you have any suggestions for me to check out. I'm Jin from Get Me More, and you know where to find me. Thank you for watching.
I want to scrub your bubbles, Dex.